show up later. Show up. It wasn't as packed as last year, and this weekend we have it's one of our little ones. It's a very good couple store. It's a house, and I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, I think it'll just get better and better. I did go eat, but.
Sometimes these two must have them. Your shorts and flip flops. Sure thing. We got back from the house.
I didn't respond. I did respond back to you, but
real close on share.
yeah, I'm glad you did want to share. That's better. You share stuff with me too before you didn't fuss about it. You need to understand what you're saying.
It was real now. Turn yourself up. Quit talking about it. You did good. I'm sitting right here.
Oh, yeah. Please do that. I'll let him.
I'm not leaving. But, you know, one thing that stands out to me, back up, you know, that is totally illegal. It is. Still waiting for them to grow up and like they're married.
I don't know about that.
I done at work. I called my dad yesterday, I was like, hey, I need you to schedule a day just for Christina to go to the house. I got stuff
They
to
will
do.
give you a big.
What do you think about these? It's gonna be careful. I had to drop everything last week and read the minute I met with her new job, tell her what to do. I educated her.
Y'all looking forward to it. Let me go ahead to the list and talk.
I know one day he worked all day. But he worked all day.
But you sleep, same day, different, so. Different day things, one of those things.
So he basically decided, if y'all vote no, the one thing I was just kind of like, okay, this is my.
You don't have to do this, you're going to ACCD. No. Yeah.
All you gotta do is figure out what to do with the money after that.
Yeah. It was unusual, it is what you said, control the rate. Everything's paid for. I got you do it. You can't do the program budget. You do it upfront, and they set aside that money. Okay, from, okay. Is that an annual program budget? It's, I think the finance people, I don't do it, but I think the finance people do it as a, kind of, an acknowledgement, if you would, but it doesn't go through the whole process. Oh, okay. Like, if it's a 5-year program, you know, you got 3 secretaries, 1 finance person, blah, blah, blah. They've already taken that money, figured out what it is, subtract it. Because then annually, right, but once a year. And you and your company are a small piece of that. Yeah, or contract. Yeah.
We were on Lake Hartwell.
We were out here.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all do it on fixed or percentage? Fixed fee or percentage?
It's unusual, it's fixed, or it's not to exceed number, based on two things. It's not just a percentage, it's not just a percentage, but it's an estimated percentage. I have no enforcement. Hey, Mike, I think it was Andrew Jackson that said about 3%. The U.S. Supreme Court will just so we'll pull that 4% just in case they get questions or deal with
Like I
it.
said, I'll leave it up to you.
Like Red Farm,
So,
I have,
yeah,
I have all
and like Red Farm stuff, they got it. So it's not just one single percentage. It's kind of
You can be
one project.
the representative.
Yes,
Sharing information.
and that'll start our not to exceed fee for the. We do engineering firms, consulting firms like the Lloyd, things like that. Make more money. Well, yeah, but y'all can well, no, but I mean, but engineering, I mean, like, you know, so the accounting firms became conglomerates, like Lloyd, and it seems like engineering firms that fall in the same kind of legal services are often a part of it.
I think in Georgia, probably if you look back just a few years, more than antebellum, the first person to start that record, top more would be the DOT, and then he moved over to the consulting side of it, because he had a fat pig by the hind legs. He knew everything that was gonna happen for the next 20 years in the state master plan. Right. And they just happen to have offices everywhere. That was the idea.
He individually bought some property in Bethlehem, right there, before they built 316.
He was a man of business.
He didn't have any inside knowledge.
Get started. But when annual budgets, bushes for these specialized packages. Go back just pay in for 2 months worth of expired. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't have to carry somebody that covers all that. And then over time, it's down the road. And my cousin, tell you what all we're doing. Absolutely work.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm glad we got it.
Trying to have one fire call somewhere.
I'm just so tired. I'm trying to.
We found some people. Yeah, we ran John Creek. John Creek, we're gonna be John Creek now. Yeah. Yeah, we. I guess it's the sweetest, there's some industries that are too small. They don't want to big enough to do it themselves. Big middle spots with that, so. It has yeah. And the dispense there.
Trees sort of learn that a little bit.
But maybe some of the work.
We go ditches, water ran into spaces. So we had to all drive to the back road. It was great.
I know I put you in the bus, but it's very nice way to
Right.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Madison County Board of Commissioners regular business meeting agenda, June 26, 6 p.m. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before you are the minutes from May 22nd, 2023 regular business meeting and minutes from the June 5th, 2023 agenda setting work session. Then I'm going to take a moment to look over those. If there's no discrepancies, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
It will be approved as presented.
I have a motion by Commissioner Chandler, second by Commissioner May. Any discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none?
Yes.
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 Business involving guest groups or multiple visitors. Proclamation for Park and Recreations Month. All right. Or to make you read this.
I can if you like me to.
It's your park. All right. Whereas Park and Recreation is an integral part of the community throughout this county, including Madison County, and country, including Madison County. And whereas Parks and Recreation promotes health and wellness, improving the physical and mental health of people who live near the parks. And whereas Parks and Recreation encourages physical activities by providing space for popular sports, hiking trails, swimming pools, and many other activities designed to promote active lifestyles. And whereas Parks and Recreation programming and education activities such as out of school time programming use sports, environmental education, and critical to childhood development. And whereas Parks and Recreation is fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community, and whereas Parks and Recreation is essential and adaptable infrastructure that makes our communities resilient in the faces of natural disasters and climate change. And whereas our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty in our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreations Month, and whereas Madison County recognizes the benefit derived from the parks and recreation resource. Gentlemen, do I have a motion to approve this proclamation?
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Adams, second by Commissioner Doster. Any discussion, gentlemen? Terry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Commissioners of Madison County, Georgia, do hereby proclaim the month of July as Park and Recreations Month in Madison County. So resolved by the Madison County Board of Commissioners on this 26th day of June, 2023. Thank you, young lady. You want us to take a picture with you? Bring them up, get a picture of them. We'll just stand in the background. How about
There's all of our full-time staff we have in the office.
All right.
Come on, staff.
How did it close in?
Yeah, we'll have to get on the work on it. We'll just come above.
We're supposed to fix it. Okay, that's good. Look, like, No, do not.
We stand on one.
I would just down.
Y'all want to stay with them?
We'll stand behind it.
If you'll stand that far back, you won't be seen in the shot.
All right, how about y'all come back to us?
We do that.
Brian said he was tired.
You don't want to be in?
Oh, yeah, everybody in the back squeezes slightly for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I see my head. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Hey guys, for y'all here, I'm gonna take a personal moment of privilege. I've got 2 calls the other day and thanking me. People called and sought me out to personally let me know that y'all did a great job on some of the tournaments, get the fields ready, you know, with the weather that came through. So I just want to appreciate that while y'all are here. I want to say that publicly while y'all are here for y'all. So y'all have to wait to the end for commissioner comment.
Thank you, appreciate
Got
that.
some kudos from y'all's efforts, appreciate it.
And our Andrew and the guys did great. So be on the lookout next week. We have some exciting things for them going in the paper.
Well, one of the voicemails today also, and I let Holly listen to it while she was in office, specifically pointed out Brian Lasker, for your efforts over the weekend, along with the other support staff. So anyway, good job. And everybody's recognized the rain and the field conditions and how y'all were trying to keep in those conditions to where the games could be played. So great job. Thank you.
Great.
Thank y'all.
Chairman's report. The Madison County Food Bank Open House for the addition to the facilities invites you to join them and showcase their new space this Friday, June 30th, 2023. Drop in at 7 a.m. through 12 p.m. at 1547 Highway 98 West, Danielsville, Georgia. Chalk in the Park. We want to encourage families to visit our park and enjoy family time with the fun event. Registrants will have one day to draw their creations, representations of the theme in a space located in various locations around Sammy Haggard Park. All entries must be completed by July 16th and be submitted to Shelley Pond by 5:30 p.m. The City of Colbert is hosting their annual 4th of July parade. Begins at 9 a.m. at the Old Colbert Elementary School. That's where the staging area will be if you're going to be part of it. Madison County Spring Recycling Event collected over 2,000 pounds of shredded documents and 20 pounds of expired medication. There were 52 participants for this event. The Recreation Department currently has fall sport registrations open until July 2nd. Late registration will be the 3rd through the 6th. That being said, that's all I have. Statements and remarks from citizens on tonight's agenda. All right. Old business. Consider deeding the property of the American Legion Post 39 to the City of Danielsville. Gentlemen, is there any questions regarding this from the work session? Any new developments? If not, I'll ask for a motion to proceed.
I'll make a motion.
Second motion.
Motion by Commissioner Kirk, second by Commissioner Chandler. Any discussion, gentlemen?
I guess I have a question for clarity. The last sentence on that, not including it limited to rights of reversion, is that legally, or it will revert back to us if it's ever sold? Or we're saying we're just getting rid of it completely and we'll never touch it?
Yeah, we're saying we're getting rid of it, because actually all the county has is a right of reversion. Now, it may have automatically happened, it may take some sort of action, like we discussed before, so that's just a recital of that's the purpose of this. It's whatever we've got, you're conveying to the city.
We're not really sure what we have.
And we're not sure what we have. We do have,
So good luck with that.
yeah, I was looking to see if there's anybody in the city here. I see Mr. Temple here. So the county we did have a title search performed, so if that's something the city needs, you know, I'm sure the chairman could help you with that.
Absolutely. All right, with that being said, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, Commissioner Chapman. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion carried. I'll get with Michael, get everything signed over.
Okay, do I need to get the head honcho to sign anything, or do I need to sign anything?
No, sir, these two will get it
Hearing
signed.
none,
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Chapman. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Frog? Yes. Mr. Charles Temple? Motion carried. I'll get with Michael, get everything signed over. You know, on a personal note, you could probably give me more information than I already know on how many years you served as guardian of that property and taking care of that property.
12 years.
Cutting grass, maintaining it, fielding all the phone calls.
Sweeping the floors and mopping the floors.
That's right.
Cleaning out the bathroom.
Along with the other many things you dedicated your time to in Madison County, along with volunteer fire department, rescue, and all the calls late at night, I gotta say thank you, sir, for what you have done, and what you, I'm sure, if you're able to breathe, you will continue doing.
I hope so.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Ron.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah. You're gonna make the same thing you always do, right?
It'll be on Facebook later. Don't call me wanting to rent it no more. Call us, Steve. Right?
I just want to, if anybody from the city was here, I want to tell them, I've had about 15 or 16 calls since the last meeting.
I believe it. I'm excited to see what it's gonna, what it will become. I think it's too valuable to let it spare. New business. Consider implementing a moratorium on conditional land use for dog kennels. Mike, you know about this one? Christopher, you wanna? Yeah.
Either one?
Well, I figured he'd speak and you can follow him up on the legal genre.
I'll try and make it easy. As y'all know, we've had a massive influx of kennels, conditional use, come to us in the past 18 months alone. Compared to surrounding counties, we are very lax on our conditional use for kennels. This wasn't a goal as part of the moratorium that we just came out of. Though in that moratorium, we did adjust some of the kennel requirements. We need to go a step further. At the first business meeting of the month of June, the P&Z board took this up. We talked about it and they voted unanimously in favor of proposing this idea to the BOC to have a moratorium to just address with the state of Georgia, with USDA, to match what surrounding counties are doing with our zoning ordinance itself. And that's essentially what it comes down to being, stopping this influx and the grandfathered in status, if you will. I might get smacked by the attorney for using that. But, yeah, smile. But,
You kind of big for me to smack, and I'm getting old.
But, it is an issue that we're seeing as the growth does come out our way. A lot of people are looking at this county as a open grounds for breeding kennels, for other facilities that we've seen that I won't mention. It's something that we need to address.
All right. Gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion.
And we actually need to, well, we'll need this, yeah.
July the 31st at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, you've already got it, okay.
Would be the initiation date.
That's the hearing date?
That will be the official public hearing.
July 31st?
That's
So that's gonna be.
well, we could do it July 10th. I didn't know if it had to be within so many days once this was presented.
This can only be good for 30 days is our problem, so July 10th would be fine.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll
10th will
do
work.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do the 10th
Okay.
for our official public.
For our public hearing, and then we'll need we can get together with this, but when we do it then, we'll need the board to set, how long do you need this to go for staff to get
Want me to
something
call
back
back
to
on
you?
that or tell them?
You know, you tell them now. Yeah, how long do you think you'll need to?
If we had everything written up right now, it would take 45 days to get it all lined up, but when you add in advertisements, a minimum of 60 to change something, the board vote on it, and then it come to y'all. So I would ask for 90 so we can spend enough time researching and comparing, get it before the planning and zoning board, back to staff, and then something we could send up to y'all.
It hurts your feelings if we gave you 6 months.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings at all.
I think that's more logical just because of the complexity of it and trying to get it done correctly. We'll do it 90 days.
I'm just used to running in overdrive.
6 months.
6 months. I'm sorry.
6 months, okay.
120 days, sorry.
Yeah.
I still ain't ready. 180 days.
180 days.
Whatever y'all do.
I still ain't ready.
I give y'all the minimum, y'all give me some breathing room, well, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we'll take it back up on July 10th.
Well, that means we have to run it in the newspaper, so if we have time to run it and add in the newspaper, if I send it in tomorrow morning,
Our ads are pretty much already set in stone, I think. I think our last deadline for them was this morning. I was gonna put something in my article, but I don't know if that counts.
It won't suffice. It won't suffice.
She might be able to replace, we have like a crossword puzzle or something, she might be able to replace that.
We've always worked with us in the past. So
So,
there's-
I can ask them, and she can let you know.
and I'll email in the morning too. Vicky?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Chris, I've mentioned this.
Just let me know if
you-
she changes that, because I did already fill some pages.
Okay.
So if I gotta.
Okay.
I mentioned this email to you, and I copied all the commissioners. And can only say, Brent, did all the P and Z folks. Now, anyway, one of the things I think is critical for us to define, for us, what we are going to consider a kennel is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The definition of a kennel, or even breaking it down, a breeding kennel versus a housing kennel versus a commercial operation. We can go at it the same pace, but personally, unless y'all give any more guidance, I would like to mirror it a lot around what our surrounding counties are doing, and if we do need to take a step further, by all means, we can take that step further.
Yeah,
get ahead of the
we
ball.
may actually want to be more expansive than the state definition.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
We've already ran into that.
Okay.
All right. Item number 9, discuss.
Oh, did you give
Gotta
up?
vote.
Oh,
We gotta vote.
we did, yeah, I'm sorry. All right, I asked for one, but we didn't, okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion by Commissioner Doster,
Second.
second by Commissioner Chandler. Any other discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
Discuss restructuring building permit fees, Christopher.
It's me again, Margaret. The chief building inspector, Eddie Pritchett, and myself have been going over this during the moratorium with the housing, with the splits, everything we were seeing coming in and the requests that were coming in compared to other surrounding counties. Our permitting fees for structures, building are half in some cases. We are not comparable to what our surrounding counties are charging for fees. There's a scale of fees for building permits, and general permits come along with that, just not a residential, but a demo, temporary electric. With what we see with the comp plan, with what we've seen from the moratorium, we would like to match the building department's fees with what the county wants and what our needs are to come up. So essentially, I just want to make sure it's okay with y'all. We have a conversation if necessary about it, going in, spending some man hours to do some research, to see just how far our fees actually need to rise. It's not, in my opinion, it's not a matter of if they need to rise, it's how much at this point in time.
I've also advised Christopher, when they calculate that list, he's going to give us which counties they're from, so we can see that we are mirroring our surrounding counties, it's not just on our own making a charge.
Your only legal limitation there is it can't be a profit or revenue generating thing. It has
Correct.
to only cover costs. Nobody ever even does that. So if
It's
you,
a losing situation.
yeah, it's always a losing situation. So if you're in line with surrounding counties, you can probably be assured you're okay.
Christopher, when you put this together, bring it back to us, because municipalities in Jackson and Barrow County are separate from the counties.
Yes, sir.
Would you include their fees also in your matrix of this? And that way we'll have the full picture of it too, because what has happened, I think everybody's aware of this, you know, the county puts a moratorium in place, or they structure their fees, and then the municipalities ignore it and do whatever they want to.
Yes, sir.
And the equation at the end of the day, I think we ought to look at the whole picture there.
So just to flat out say for the record, we'll take unincorporated versions as well as incorporated versions when we create our matrix of recommendations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I hope I said that right.
And I do believe your, cities would appreciate to see a fee schedule, because I think they're all in the same boat.
Yes, sir.
It's no different, and right now, because we're so low, we are getting picked on by certain builders, because right now they're taking advantage of what we got, so
yes,
that'll curb some of that.
And I hope to be able to bring it back to y'all in 30 days we've done a little bit of preliminary work with unincorporated counties, but I'd like to ask for a little bit more time so that I can delve into the incorporated area.
All right.
First meeting in August, probably.
First, that's good.
I can make that happen.
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Consider reappointing Commissioner Adams to the Northeast Georgia Regional Commission Joint Development Authority. Sounds like a fine idea.
So moved.
Move, second, vote, yes.
Everybody agrees, you're in.
Appreciate that other comment.
I think that's called a railroad.
Yeah.
Legal term.
Don't feel bad that regional commission email today. I look back there in the back of the room, I think I just found my candidate. He just don't know it yet. He's like, oh, he ain't looking at me. All right, Rick. Yeah.
Well, for that whole background would be good.
Yeah. Consider resolution authorizing investments. Is anybody unclear on this one?
You know, let's see the industry.
Yeah. It is, we've looked and Mike, because of the two banks, we are currently with two banks, and the investments that we're talking about is with one that we're already with. So just as a formality, we felt like it was best to have a consensus in a vote to consider resolution authorizing investments to the chairman, is what it should say.
Yeah, that's right. There's a statute that lets the board, there's a list of extremely safe things like CDs and U.S. Treasury obligations in the code that you can invest in. And it also says you can delegate it to it actually says chief financial officer, so that's why I sort of got it there, CFO subject to chairman's approval.
So with that being said, gentlemen, we'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kirk, second by Commissioner Adams. Any discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none. Derek, it's on you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
All right. For y'all that don't know, we sat through 2 hours of budget hearings before we started. Y'all are welcome to come to those for input, but now we're moving on to the road. Road updates. Old Royston Road update, trees in the right-of-way have been limbed and removed, currently waiting on ground to dry, obviously, with the week-long rain prior to backing up the week before. The widening of shoulders depends on weather. Culvert pipe will soon be installed this week, hoping with dry weather. Lim Edwards Road has started. We're in the same situation over there with weather. People on Lim Edwards Road, more so than Old Royston Road, if you live on that road, pay attention to where the guys are working. Yes, there is detour signs. Yes, there's road closures, but the cut-through traffic on Lim Edwards is about like East Commerce Road. It's a thoroughfare, and it's a dangerous road, and it's now even more dangerous for our workers. So please, please, please pay attention. There will be the road closure between July 17th through the 29th. Is going to be, there are two main culvert replacements. They will not do them simultaneously. but they are two major culverts going to be replaced. You will have an exit one way or the other. Nobody's going to be trapped in. Smith Grading has already begun the stumping and the tree removal at the county line and moving towards Highway 72. I want to give a shout out to Eric Dove, a property owner just this side of the Clark County line. We have worked with him, and he has agreed for all the debris of the stumping to go onto his property, which is right there adjacent to the site. And not only that, but he is letting the county take that sharp curve out. It's real dangerous before you get on the Clark County line. There's one real sharp curve. He owns property on both sides, so he has given us that property to move that road over to take that dangerous curve out, in which it will in turn deed it back to him on the other side. But it's real gracious of him to do so because it takes a hazard away for the pedestrians that live along Lynn Edwards and use it as a cut through. So thank you, Mr. Dove. Roadside mowing crews are on the northwest side of Danielsville, and the other crews in the south of Danielsville area. Again, with the rain like it's coming, we're behind the 8 ball. That's all I'm gonna really say, so just be alert. Be alert when you're driving county roads, please.
I got one road.
Absolutely.
So I got some calls about Sam Bruce, and it's not really totally about the road, it's more like the tree encroachment over there. So I don't know if they've already, somebody's looking at that already, but just want to make sure that that's covered.
Alan has talked about
Yeah.
Sanders Road.
That gentleman called me on Thursday also, and he knew Alan, and he was gonna give Alan a call directly. We've got a bunch, because of the limbs are so heavy right now, the canopies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of low-hanging limbs. We ran a crew, biggest part of last week doing nothing but trying to raise that canopy all over the county.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys are gonna be getting calls on, I think, Dennis, you've been getting calls on one up there in your area.
Yep.
But we already fully aware to know about them, but we got one bucket truck and 2 chippers, and we're getting them as fast as we can get them.
Good.
But thank you, though.
And we'll also get a call, and I already talked to Derek about this. He was gracious enough to call me back when he was on vacation. He went to Jones Road. One of the county did such a good job restoring it last year.
Yeah.
Have not redone that pipe of the creek yet, and did such a good job on that road. It's actually been used as a pretty busy through road now. There's been requests to put up a no through trucks sign on that road with that pipe like it is. Shouldn't be anything wrong with it anyway, but there's some truck traffic. And also, I went by there yesterday just to check it out, and the ditch on I guess would be the east side down near the pipe is completely clogged, and it rained. We had just Sunday afternoon come down that ditch and jump across the road, so that needs to be fixed also.
That, there's an issue there on one side of that pipe or the other, the way they ran their fence has got that creek stopped up. They ran their fence right in front of the pipe. They ran it down and back up, and all the tree trash is stuck against the fence.
It's probably gonna take a mini X down there.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We'll get to that one. Any other gentlemen?
Just go back to Lynn Edwards.
Yeah.
Did we take an opportunity to reach out to our neighboring counties and just let them know that since it's adjacent to Clark and Overthorpe, that we've got work going on?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do anything with it, but at least I think I owe them a courtesy call for their, like, EMS and.
We already have.
Public safety. Okay.
We did. We done that actually about 72 hours before we started because they wanted an actual start time. So we let them know. Clark County actually has put up their own signs inside the Clark County line for us. And Overthorpe County, they're always easy to deal with, which Clark County is too, though, from this standpoint anyway. Any other roads, gentlemen? Next round of, just as an update, I think the next round of paving starts in August. In case you probably get calls on it, we're fully aware of Booger Hill Road. That repair is coming back. It was a brand new patch that came apart. No fault of the contractors. We're not real sure what happened, but they're coming in to mill it back up and lay a new patch over it. So
Also a question that in the home and orchard road, we replaced it.
Correct.
That's gonna get paid with.
That is also, there's about 8 different locations that we've replaced pipes in. Most all of them has been setting now around 4 months. And 2 of them, still push a little bit. We think once we get to the 6-month mark, they'll quit. Home and orchard is really ready, to be honest. But the patching of those gravel spots will take place first. So we look for that 1st August. All right, statements and remarks from any of the citizens. Well, y'all quiet. All right. Statements and remarks from commissioners. Everybody's hungry. Urgent matters. None. Executive session, discuss real estate acquisition, personal matters, potential litigation, sir.
Yes, sir.
Eric Oster.
Thank y'all for coming.
You didn't even make enough to make your gas. Poor old attorney's going broke. He rides around the truck with our file.
I don't mind eating your time.
Yeah, that was.
Man.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, Northeast Georgia.
She had a little smoke in there, doing a ride, down the road, she'll be there early.
Usually she does.
Okay.
Until like Monday morning, but she probably 3 minutes, but it's only not for them.
You gonna ride in the parade, you're there at
I was
7:30.
just saying, now we're gonna.
What we riding?
We're a lot of candidates might be.
Y'all ride some horses.
You don't want to see me driving, somebody's up to
Regional commissioner reached out to me about the private sector. On one of the boards that they hold. I'll send you the information on it tomorrow and contact you.
All right.
Be willing to, or at least
Have a good evening.
what it is if you're interested.